You've reached the SeaBank Chronicles, a natural sound theater transporting you through the living science of Southeast Alaska. Produced by the Alaska Sustainable Fisheries Trust. This is Beth, your radio operator. We live in extraordinary times where science and mystery meet in a swiftly changing world. To enter the SeaBank Chronicles, just keep listening. Logbook 2, Transmission 7, Joules of the Sea. Everyone on the SeaBank mainland is talking about it. Near places like Wrangell, Haines, Juneau, and Yakutat, ice is breaking up on the rivers. Eagles are settling on sandbars as sea lions barrel past like food-seeking torpedoes. As for people, they're gathering nets, hip waders, and wood for the smokehouse. The Hooligan have arrived. In this logbook, you've studied the essential fatty acids that jumpstart Southeast Alaska's marine ecosystem, synthesized from sunshine by our microscopic friends, phytoplankton. But who actually uncorks these ultra-rich stores of nutrients and kilojoules before transferring them to the wider food web? Grab a submersible. There's one in the SeaBank supply closet, and some thick socks. We're going in search of a forage fish that likes its spawning habitat really, really cold. Hooligan, also called Ulican, candlefish, salvation fish, sock, and wah, is just one type of forage fish. Herring, capelin, and sand lance fit the bill too. But when it comes to richness, Hooligan are blue ribbon winners. A slender, silvery blue smelt between 6 and 10 inches long. They have an oil content of 20%. They're well prepared to spawn in glacial rivers like the Stikine, Taku, Chilkat, Seetuk, and Alsek. Ideal water temperature as low as 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Got your socks on? This sub is going down. Point the joystick toward that school of fish at the river mouth. They're waiting for spring freshets to deliver a gush of frigid water from upstream snowpack and glaciers. Hooligan need a low salinity environment for their eggs, so when it comes to heading upstream, timing is everything. There they go. These fish spawn under cover of darkness. Grab those infrared goggles. See how males and females swim close together? They're not building nests the way salmon do. Hooligan are broadcast spawners, with females laying their tiny eggs, as many as 30,000 per fish, directly in the water column before males make their contribution. Hooligan sperm have just minutes to pass on that 30-million-year-old forage fish DNA. If you're wondering how fertilized eggs avoid getting washed out to sea, it's thanks to a unique adaptation called a peduncle, a sticky, foot-like structure that appears on the egg when a secondary membrane splits open and turns inside out before attaching to a particle of sand or gravel. Now for something scientists call tumble-incubation. Zoom in on the river bottom with your subsea camera. Those eggs aren't staying completely put. Riding small bits of rock, they're doing somersaults in the current. Hooligan embryos are made for this acrobatic feat. Tumbling promotes oxygenation, prevents fungal growth, and disperses metabolic waste. Give it some juice and follow those embryos. They're headed to sheltering estuaries, where in 3 to 5 weeks, they'll hatch into larvae. If this seems like a long incubation period, it isn't, not for Hooligan. This species requires a long, slow period of embryonic development, which is one reason they seek out cold waterways, where metabolism moves at a glacial pace. What about the hooligan themselves? For millennia, Indigenous people have harvested hooligan as a highly nutritious, delicious early spring food. Its rich oils are used as an anti-inflammatory medicine, as a condiment, and as a gift and trade item that fosters cultural connection. As for the hooligan that don't get eaten, they'll settle into estuary basins, in some places accumulating as much as a foot deep, a storehouse of nitrogen, phosphorus, and carbon that will one day vanish into the heart of the food web. It looks like we're losing signal. Let's head to the surface. Hooligan aren't found only in the SeaBank. Historically, runs have been present up and down the west coast, but in many places today, hooligan runs are faltering. Scientists believe climate change plays a role. Poor ocean survival is probably to blame too. Deep sea trawling can result in devastating mortality events. Remember, the SeaBank has always been and continues to be a refuge for wild fish and the people who depend on them. This completes Logbook 2 of the SeaBank Chronicles. Visit thealaskatrust.org/podcast to listen to all of our immersive episodes. Gunish Chish to the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian people for stewarding these lands and waters since a time beyond human memory, and for sharing them with all who make the SeaBank home. When in doubt, keep listening to the places where science and mystery meet.